Independent Decommissioning Body or IDB, created to oversee the process aimed at achieving a smooth transition for the MILF combatants to productive civilian life. The IDB was created out of the aspiration of creating an enduring peace in the Bangsamoro. The signing of the Comprehensive Agreement on the Bangsamoro paved way to the creation of IDB. The Government of the Philippines and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front peace negotiating panels mandated the IDB to oversee the process of the decommissioning of the MILF forces and weapons. Decommissioning is a commitment of the MILF for the envisioned peaceful community with combatants enjoying the opportunity of civilian life. Decommissioning is a key component of the larger normalization program, in accordance with the signed agreements. Other mechanisms under the normalization involve the transformation of the combatants and their communities and the joint peacekeeping. IDB, overseeing the process of decommissioning of MILF forces and weapons, is guided by the document signed by GPH and the MILF. The Annex on Normalization, signed by the GPH MILF panels, last January 15, 2014. The Terms of Reference for the Independent Decommissioning Body, signed on March 22, 2014. The Protocol on the Implementation of the Terms of Reference of the Independent Decommissioning Body, signed on January 29, 2015. The Second Protocol on the Implementation of the Terms of Reference for the Independent Decommissioning Body, signed on June 17, 2015. The composition of IDB as an independent organization guarantees the impartiality, integrity, and confidentiality of the decommissioning process. IDB is composed of both international and local experts. The Government of the Philippines and the MILF are also represented in IDB. The IDB board is joined by experts from the governments of Turkey, Norway, and Brunei. His Excellency Fatih Ulusoy, Ambassador from Turkey, the current chairman of IDB. William Hovland, a diplomat from Norway, the vice chairman of IDB. The Kingdom of Brunei, represented by Lieutenant Colonel Shirpur Nizam bin Abdul Ghaffar, an IDB International Board member. For the National Board members, retired Lieutenant General Ray Ardo and Professor Mario Aguja, representing the Government of the Philippines. Janati Mimbantas and Jack Abbas, representing the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. Aside from the IDB board, the operational structure of IDB also follows the same principle in its composition. The IDB headquarters is composed of different sections and units with specific functions contributing to the development of the decommissioning process. The organic structure currently involves 91 personnel. Although independent in nature, the IDB coordinates and reports to both the Government of the Philippines and the MILF peace implementing panels. Being part of the larger normalization program, the IDB remains in close coordination with other instrumentalities of the normalization, especially the socio-economic component. The concept of operations of IDB is divided into 4 phases. The ceremonial decommissioning of 145 MILF combatants and 75 weapons last June 16, 2015, signaled the beginning of the first phase. The second phase will then follow after the IDB determines the assembly and processing areas. This is where the verification, registration, and decommissioning will take place. The processing areas will host the first 30% of MILF combatants and weapons. This phase will begin as soon as IDB receives the list for decommissioning from the MILF. On the third phase, IDB will facilitate the decommissioning of the next 35%. The fourth phase will follow with another 35% to complete the 100% decommissioning. Upon completion, a terminal report will then be forwarded to the GPH and MILF panels. These phases are in accordance with the milestones of the political track of the Bangsamoro peace process. In preparation for the crucial task ahead, IDB have fulfilled the following. In June 2015, established and maintained the Secured Arms Storage Area or SASA in Camp Abubakar. In July 2015, established the IDB headquarters in Cotabato City. Both facilities are regularly manned and monitored by the international members along with the local representatives. In October 2017, the GPH and MILF implementing panels approved the decommissioning plan. In July 2017, IDB started conducting a series of site surveys to 29 sites all over Mindanao. The site surveys were completed in April of 2018. After deliberate planning and coordination with the MILF, IDB was able to identify 23 possible assembly and processing areas, or APAs, and further clustered them. From May 2018 to March 2019, IDB conducted 6 batches of capacity development training on the decommissioning process for leaders and members of the Bangsamoro Islamic Armed Forces, the General Staff, Front, and Base Commands, and the Bangsamoro Islamic Women Auxiliary Brigade, or BIWA. Included in these trainings are simulation exercises, allowing the MILF participants to be familiarized with the different steps in the process. These trainings provide opportunities for bilateral exchange between IDB and its primary stakeholder. This process leads to an inclusive decommissioning plan. Finally, in November 2018, IDB developed and completed the IDB database system. It is an essential feature of the decommissioning process. The IDB ensures that the database system is unique to the process and is highly secured. Towards a peaceful Bangsamoro community, IDB is ready.